So I have Zane here with me, the midfield and development coach. You had an awesome win on the weekend, getting up by 48 points. How did the boys go in those wet weather conditions?
Yeah, they did really well considering the conditions, as you mentioned. It was sort of, it rained us in the warm-up, and then it was dry sort of for the start of the game, and then the rain came back down later in the game. So the boys adapted really well. We know Aspley are a really good opposition, especially on their home ground. I think the last two times we've played them, they've beaten us there, especially around the contested footy. So our guys to, I guess, really adapt, one, to the conditions, but two, to the pressure and the way Aspley want to play the game, really contested style, was really pleasing. We come out on top of the day, 43 contested footy, which is a great outcome. The wing clearance as well. So in all the key aspects of the game, we were close in pressure as well. I think we only lost the tackles by one. So the key elements of the game, contested footy, clearance, tackle, pressure, was really pleasing.
And you were saying before that you had a different style of game this week, getting conversions from your stoppages. How does that work out with the boys?
Yeah, so I guess traditionally we score a lot from turnover, but this week we ended up scoring 13-3 from stoppage, which is a great result to win a different way. And as I mentioned, to win probably the way Aspley like to play in the contested style. So that was really pleasing to do it and do it a different way. So it's good now to know that as a group we can win how we need to adapt to a game. So whether it's from a turnover game or it is from a hard contested stoppage game, we can also perform at that level as well. So credit to all the players. It wasn't just around the stoppages. It was the ability to win the ball back from stoppage loss and score from there as well. So some pleasing aspects leading into obviously a really challenging game against the Gold Coast this week, who we know are extremely good around contested footy and their pressure as well. So we're going to have to be on top of our game and back it up.
And you're saying that the boys just keep improving each week and you have plenty knocking on the door for the AFL. Who are your standouts this week?
Yeah, we had a lot. Look, it's a good team effort, and it's always tough to individualise one in particular. But you have Tommy Fulton kick 4 up front again. He's just getting better each week, and he's slowly learning his craft as a forward. Spent a bit of time in the ruck as well. Then you've got the likes of Basnet, Cutler, Taylor, who all played AFL footy and really led the way and performed really well. Toby Wooler was probably one of the real key aspects for us. He's probably the last 2 weeks spent a little bit more time through the middle, and then you can't forget your defenders with Jacob Allison. He's probably had a really good month of footy, Jacob. Just gone back to half-back, game in front of him, and he's playing probably the footy that we know he can play, and probably the footy we saw him play in 2017 in our premiership year in the NEAFL, and footy in front of him, run, carry, break the lines, and he was really impressive again.
And heading into the Gold Coast game, these young boys have had some wins under their belt. Do you think that they'll step up to the plate in the Gold Coast?
Yeah, we've got full confidence in them. They're a group who's willing to listen and improve and continue to get better. Not only driven by coaches, but driven by themselves. So there's full faith in the coaching group that any opposition that we come up against. Yes, we know we've still got a lot of growth and a lot of improvement to do amongst our group, amongst our whole footy club. But their willingness to want to get better and improve. We've got full faith and confidence that they do that each week. And like we mentioned, a good challenge against the Gold Coast, a really good opposition. A lot of AFL listed players. These are the games we want to play. We want to continue to challenge ourselves to get better. So we look forward to competition.